Shalom, Kohala, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Racha, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect. So back with an update. The WHO just declared that there's a global monkeypox outbreak. Okay, so we already know what's coming behind this. So this not even going to be a long lesson. This is just an update. But look, man, pursuing the Revelation 12 and 12, the devil cometh unto you with great wrath, for he know that he has a short time. Esau know what time it is. And we know, we've gone into the lessons that these devils got biolabs set up in all 50 states across America, as well as Europe, Africa, all right? So today, they declared a monkeypox outbreak in Africa, and the global health experts are on high alert, all right? So they're saying that this is set to be worse than the CV19. And they've been talking about bringing back lockdowns for a minute now, ever since the C19. So, look, going into this election season 2025, we've been telling you things is getting crucial out here. All right, on one hand, this is the judgment of Yahweh Bashmil Shai. Did not Yahweh Shai say that you would see pestilence, disease rampant in the last days? So we are seeing all these things, but at the end of the day, know that there are going to be lockdowns, there are going to be curfews, martial law, on top of civil unrest behind these things, because you're going to have a portion of the population, they're not going to be going for this because, they've already woken up to what's really going on. All right, so without further ado, let's get into a few TikToks and an article, and we'll close out. Like I said, this won't be long at all. Lord willing.
With over 15,000 cases and hundreds of deaths, the surge is centered in the Democratic Republic of Congo, affecting mainly children. The virus...
Oh, and let me stop it right here, because this apparently broke out in Congo. Now, what is Congo rich in? Cobalt, titanium, all right, which are components that we all have in our phones. You see, so it's not a coincidence that you're seeing these certain diseases outbreak on the continent of Africa, because they want the resources, man. And also Esau, he gotta maintain humanity at or below 500 million. So this is his means to get there. All right, but these devils got things set up in these certain nations, man, and they're letting it loose. This is that great.
Has spread to new countries, raising fears of wider transmission. The Africa CDC is likely to declare a health emergency, and the WHO is considering international action. The US CDC has urged vigilance, especially in monitoring travelers. With a more severe strain emerging, health officials emphasize the urgent need for a coordinated global response.
Today, the emergency committee met and advised me that, in its view, the situation constitutes a public health emergency of international concern. I have accepted that advice. The detection and rapid spread of a new clade of Mpox in eastern DRC, its detection in neighboring countries that had not previously reported Mpox, and the potential for further spread within Africa and beyond is very worrying. In addition to other outbreaks of other clades of Mpox in other parts of Africa, it's clear that a coordinated international response is essential to stop these outbreaks and save lives.
Yeah, this is a time to be especially vigilant, because it seems like every day is something new that's coming up in the news. You're hearing about civil war, new disease, farms being burnt down, plants being destroyed, people just losing it, man. All right, so as it says in Timothy, in the last days shall come perilous times. The WHO declares international Mpox emergency and orders global coordinated response. So this is a global thing that they trying to push here. All right, they want a global response to this Mpox emergency. Now, pursuing back to the CV19, right? That was a global thing. The whole world was shut down. You see, for months, damn near a year. You see what I'm saying? So they've already been talking about bringing back lockdowns. They got the detention centers, the FEMA camps ready. These devils are ready to put you in 15-minute cities, all right? Because that's going to be like a quarantine zone, all right? Then on top of that, they talking about a grid outage occurring before the election, So once again, this is a time to be very vigilant, man. All right, this is not the time to be sleeping and not being on your watch. All right, really, your life depends on it. World Health Organization Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus has ordered sovereign nations to coordinate a global response to what he describes as the Mpox international health emergency following a minor outbreak in isolated parts of the DRC. Tedros convened another WHO emergency committee meeting under the new international health regulations to determine if Mpox, previously known as monkeypox, which I don't even know why they abbreviated that, like, whatever, is again a disease of international concern. Remember, Mpox is almost always a STD, so the infectivity rate is extremely low. In 2022, Tedros alone made the decision to label Mpox as a disease of international concern, even though the committee decided it was not of concern. The actual death rate in healthy individuals contracting Mpox is almost non-existent. So they just disregard the facts. All right, nobody is dying from this. You see, this is a STD. So unless you have sex with a person, that's the only way that you could really get it. It's not airborne. It's not one of them diseases. Now, if it does become airborne, then we would know that it's been tampered with. Which, once again, these devils, they have these certain labs, man, to where they're doing this kind of diabolical research. All right, and they'll test this thing on animals. Then they'll release the animals, and things just happen like that. See, but these devils are the one bringing this on because they want a worldwide lockdown to where they can have you in 15-minute cities. You can't travel. Everything is going to be confined to their liking. See? Yeah. But, for them to label this as a public health emergency when nobody's dying from this, nobody's even contracting this disease. This should tell you that these devils at the WEF and at the WHO, that they're up to something. All right, well, we already know that. All right. Yeah. In May, the WHO was forced to suspend the launch of its controversial pandemic treaty due to pushback from millions of citizens who are demanding justice for the crimes perpetrated by the globalist elite during the pandemic. Yeah. And that goes into Job, is that the 20th chapter? Where it speaks about every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. So this devil's been found out, pursuing the Obadiah. Esau's been made bare. All right, he's not able to hide himself. All his plans, all this, witchcraft and sorcery he's been performing for years. It's not taking hold like that. All right, so that, this is why you're gonna be seeing seditions among men, because people know that this is some BS. All right, because just look at the facts. All right, like they told you that this is an STD. So unless you lay down with somebody that got monkeypox, it's very unlikely that you'll, number one, contract this disease, and then number two, for it to even be that serious, for it to be considered an emergency. But when you have an NWO agenda at play, you start reaching. And that's what Esau doing. You know, Esau is really reaching now, man. Like he's making you know, Esau trying to, you know, squeeze a quarter until the eagles scream, man. You know, like that's what this man is on. See? But yeah, I just wanted to make that a quick update. You know, Lord willing, this was edifying and informative through the Rakakadash, call Allah, Yahweh Bashmel Shai, Basham Rakakadash. Until next time, Lord willing, Kom Yasha'Allah.